Hi everybody, this is Pat Collins, aka The Big PH. And contrary to popular belief, I am not on methamphetamines right now. I'm pretty sober. Okay, let's get started. This is a Raw review for March 17th, 2014. 20 days away from WrestleMania. And I'm sorry, I gotta take a little break here. But, okay, so the show starts off classic Triple H promo, about 20 minutes long. Okay, it wasn't really that long, but it probably lasted about in the 15-minute region. But still, okay. So Triple H comes out, says he's gonna pick up, tear apart Daniel Bryan. Same shit we've been hearing for years. Time to play the game. No one can survive the game. Game over. Blah blah blah. Okay. Out comes Batista first. Now he's pissed off, apparently, because he doesn't believe that Triple H can beat Daniel Bryan. Not only does he not believe that Triple H can beat Daniel Bryan, but he's pissed off that he has to be in a triple threat match that he didn't sign up for, because he signed up for a one-on-one, and he won the Royal Rumble, and he's pissed off because nobody wants to cheer for him, and then Randy Orton comes out and he says that the reason that the fans are even cheering for Daniel Bryan is because Batista didn't live up to the hype. And then, Batista's like, oh no, they're cheering Daniel Bryan because Randy Orton, sucks. Good comeback, Dave. But Triple H is just sick and tired of it. He walks out of the ring and and he takes a fucking shot at The Rock when he says he's tired of prima donna Hollywood stars that come in after so long and think they should just be handed the title, and superstars that need their hand held through every single match just to win a title defense. So he's sick and tired of all of it. And the game, what does the game do? He says that there will be a triple threat match at WrestleMania, and depending on who wins between him and Daniel Bryan, that person will be entered into the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. Now, I was just like, what? Like, way to fucking pop the balloon of every person that actually thought Daniel Bryan could win. Now we're sitting here thinking, the smart fans are thinking, oh shit, Daniel Bryan has no chance in hell of winning. But, he leaves the ring. Batista leaves the ring. He's all fucking salty about it. Everyone's salty about it. Except for Randy Orton, who gets a no DQ match with Daniel Bryan later in the night. And then fucking RKO's Batista just for good measure. After that, the Usos versus the Real Americans. It's an alright match. Physical guys. And it seems like the Real Americans are back on the same page. They win this match with the Cesaro wins with the neutralizer. 1, 2, 3. It seems like they're not going to break them up. I wonder why. Stay tuned, and we'll see why. Because in the back is the Shield and Corporate Kane, and Corporate Kane says they're going to be a liability, and they're like, the Shield are united. Like, oh my gosh, the most obvious turn in history is about to take place, folks. After that is Sheamus and Titus O'Neil because it's St. Patrick's Day. Titus is fucking dressed up like a leprechaun. The only thing I could think of was, all we need is Darren Young to dress up like Cupid, and it would just be perfect. But it was awful. It was horrible. There were hornswoggle in it. That should tell you how shitty it was. And nobody cared. The end. Cena comes out, and he delivers actually a really good promo. WrestleMania season, John Cena's on his A game. He talks about his history with the WWE, his legacy. He's been there for 12 years, had over 2,500 matches. I was like, damn, I had no idea, because I thought it felt more like 3,000, but only 2,500. That's pretty good, I did like the math, and he basically wrestled for 12 years straight, or 10 years straight. Like, he had 2 years off. He wrestled every single day, basically, for 10 whole years. That's crazy. Say what you want about John Cena, but the boy, he's a worker. After that, he says that he's afraid of Bray Wyatt, but only because he's afraid of the control that Bray Wyatt seems to have over the masses, all the sheeple. And after that, Bray Wyatt comes out and he's wearing a John Cena outfit. he says that children all have to grow up one day. You know, when children grow up, they learn the truth about matters. And, you know, according to Bray Wyatt, his childhood fucking sucked. And it was filled with, you know, people that burnt him and cut him and did all kinds of crazy sadistic shit, you know, stuff to his butthole, I don't know. But I'm really looking forward to that match. On we move to Orton and Bryan, no disqualification match. They had a decent match, you know. I think Orton, you know, is like, out of everyone in the roster, he's probably the closest one that would come to hardcore legend status. And Daniel Bryan's a really underrated brawler, so they had a really good match with some stiff kendo stick shots, you know, some good, and, you know, they got the chair involved a little bit. But it seemed like once these guys really started hitting their stride, Batista comes out, spears Orton, you know, Daniel Bryan gets the pin, 1, 2, 3. Good for him. Paul E comes out. It has a video package, and of Brock Lesnar defeating, you know, The Undertaker, talking about how he's beaten, like, all these people that Undertaker struggled against in the past few WrestleManias, with no mention of CM Punk at all. You know, Brock destroyed all of them. He broke Triple H's arm, broke HBK's arm, you know, fucking beat up CM Punk. Whatever. Same old shit that everyone's been saying for 21 years. Who really cares? It should be a good match, though. But I don't know. Like, the only way I'd be interested in this, like, for real, get me interested, is if I thought that Brock Lesnar had any chance of winning, and I don't. After that, Stephanie and Triple H are in the back. Stephanie giving him all kinds of shit. You know, why I'll never get married is because your wife just gives you all kinds of shit all the time. And even Triple H, even God has to deal with that shit. So his wife's just being a bitch. And told him to fucking deal with Daniel Bryan. After that, it's a Fandango versus Goldust. You know, I think Goldust, he's been on top of the world since his return. He's been doing a really good job, and I think him and Cody have a really good, they play off each other really well. Cody being like a straight man, while Goldust, of course, is just a fucking weirdo. So they play off each other really well. You know, the match was like a comedy thing, didn't last too long. For what it was decent. After that, Kane comes out, and he says that Daniel Bryan had a co-conspirator for his Occupy Raw movement. It says it was in Memphis. The person that he could blame is Jerry the King Lawler. Jerry the King Lawler, he says you're going to be dealt with. The Shield come out. Fucking get Jerry the King up off his seat. Get him into the ring. And they're like, the Shield always do what's best for business. And what's best for business right now? Having all the kids buy the Shield's merchandise. Because they turn face and they triple powerbomb Kane and whoop his ass a little bit. And it's good. I'm glad to see that they did that. I hope they don't break him up, and, you know, for at least at least give him another half year, you know, as a babyface. As a babyface team. You don't really see a lot of, like, groups that are baby faces. So I think it'll work out for all the men involved, and, you know, it'll show their talents a little bit, show them off more, and that way when they eventually do break up, all of them will be pushed to their full potential. We can hope. And the crowd just went crazy for it. Like, the crowd's been ready for it, and they want it, and it's a good thing for everybody involved. After that, Brie and Nikki come out for a commentary, and Brie Bella is wearing this shirt that says "Just Say Yes," a Daniel Bryan shirt, and I'm like, oh my god. I wish every chick that didn't weigh 300 pounds, like every halfway decent looking chick would wear that shirt, because that was just, god, that's just so fucking sexy. But anyway, they do some commentary, and you know, it's the Funkadactyls against AJ and Tamina Snuka. The Funkadactyls win this. I'm glad to see Naomi's back after her getting fucked up by Oksana. She was wearing like an eye patch. She was doing the whole pirate thing. So, god. But Tamina turns on AJ at the end of the match. The thing I took away from this is the Bellas are fucking fine. Even their voices are so sexy. God, they are so sexy. And now they even have their hair dyed differently, so they're definitely... God. Oh, Mr. T, inducted in the Hall of Fame. I'm down for it. Why not? You know, he was in the first WrestleMania main event, the second WrestleMania, one of the co-main events, and he deserves to be in the celebrity wing. Good job. Congratulations, Mr. T. After that, we had an 8-man tag with Big Show, Mark Henry, Big E, Dolph Ziggler versus Ryback, Damien Sandow, and Alberto Del Rio. And it took me longer to name out all those fucking names than I'm actually going to talk about the match, because the match fucking sucked. I hate 8-man tag matches. The point of this was to tell you they're all going to be in the 30-man battle royal. I don't know what the point was. Big Show wins, pins Damien 1, 2, 3. Fuck that shit. Batista's here to say he came to win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Deal with it. It's funny if he still believes that. Okay. Bray Wyatt comes out for a match with Kofi Kingston, and they had this really sweet-ass video package of Bray Wyatt and John Cena, and it had the song Legacy by Eminem off his new CD, the Marshall Mathers LP2, and it's so awesome, and I fucking love that song, and it was just a great video package. And and then Bray gets in the ring, and I'm like, the more he develops his character and shows me his character, the better I think he is in the ring, because the more he shows his character in the ring, because he's no fucking technical professional, he's no Bret Hart, he's no Rick Boat, but he's got a good-ass character, fucking, The Undertaker's no Kurt Angle, but he can do what he do, and I hope he wins. I hope he starts his own streak. Good for him. After that, we have, the main event segment. Triple H calling out Daniel Bryan, having a man-to-man conversation. Triple H says that, no matter what anyone says, right or wrong, no matter what anyone thinks, you can't know what God thinks. He did what's best for business. So you know what? Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And he's like, but no, he's like, you know what, Daniel Bryan, you ate more shit than I did for that whole Click incident. You ate more shit than that and liked it. And you know what? I respect you for that. So, he goes to shake him. They don't shake hands. Triple H walks out of the ring. Stephanie's pissed off. She's like, I called the cops. And I'm like, oh, fucking snitch. So, she calls the cops. There's 6 of these dudes, and I see him instantly. I'm like, these guys ain't cops. They throw Daniel Bryan to the ground. They handcuff him. And then Triple H is like, oh yeah, these guys aren't cops. I'm like, I knew it. I knew they weren't cops. I fucking knew that shit. But look. So, he's handcuffed. Triple H beats him down pretty bad. He beats him all around the fucking ring. Left, right, whoops his ass. Just something awful. And fucking, look, this is what happens in the end. He fucking hits him with this sick-ass chair shot, his head's up against the steel post, and he hits him with this sick-ass, unprotected chair shot that has everybody cringing. And then at one point in time, he threw him in some water, and Stephanie was like, drown him, and I was like, whoa, this is so not PG, and I fucking love it! Oh, I love it. So, overall, man, I love WrestleMania season. Fuck, it just feels so good. Everyone just brings their A game. Fuck the 8-man tag match, fuck. And that's really the only bad thing I could actually say about this whole. And the Divas tag match wasn't all that great, but it was short, and you got to hear the Bellas. And, oh my god, and see that. Oh god, that show was so sexy. But okay, anyway, 20 days to WrestleMania. Raw keeps the ball rolling. Momentum going strong for the main event. And for, Bray Wyatt, John Cena, and for the 30-man, they were putting time even the 30-man battle royal. They could just throw everybody together. But they're, even having time for that. So, just here's hoping they have all their ducks in a row for WrestleMania. But, good Raw. Worth the wait. That's the Big PH. Pat Collins, signing off. Peace. Do what you gotta do, and y'all keep it real, keep it easy. Later.